do some yoga. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So, coming on to hands and knees. We're gonna do a little bit of movement before we find a little bit of rest. Real gentle. So, coming to hands and knees. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, tuck the chin in, send the spine high. Inhale, drop your belly, open your chest. Exhale, tuck it in, send it high. Inhale, drop belly. Exhale, tuck in, send high. And then just continue on your own breath. Maybe you add some different movements in here with the shoulders, with the hips, with the spine, if that feels nice. And just a couple more rounds of that breath, that movement. And we'll meet up in that tabletop position, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll bring the big toes together, knees apart, and then you're gonna take your pillows in front of you, right in between your thighs, and then just come down to rest on your pillows. So supported child's pose here. You can turn your face if that feels nice. Big breaths here no matter where you are. Right, you can do this without the pillows, not a big deal. And then if you turn your face, let's turn the face back down towards the pillows or towards the floor. And then on the exhale, let's walk the hands over to the right side. And maybe that left hand makes its way on top of the right, maybe it doesn't, right? But keep the armpits pointing down towards the floor. Get nice and heavy in that left hip, get long through that left side body. Big breaths here. One more big breath in, and then as you exhale, let's walk the hands over to the left. Maybe that right hand finds its way on top of the left hand. Right armpits facing down towards the floor. Right hip nice and heavy. Get long through that right side body. And then let's have one more big breath in here. And then as you exhale, we'll walk the hands back to center. A couple more breaths here. And then just very gently slide the hands back towards the chest. Use the hands to help you lift up. Right, and we'll move those pillows out of the way. We're gonna sit for a second. Hello, friends. Some more friends here today. Hop in wherever, right? So from here, we're gonna take the right arm across the body, right? And you can stay just right here, or you can take that right hand and grab onto the left shoulder, wrap the left arm up underneath so that the elbows are stacked. And then from here, sitting nice and tall, you're gonna draw the elbows up towards the nose just a little. And breathe here. And then maybe this is enough. Maybe you want a little bit more. If you want a little bit more, you can open up the arms and find a full-on eagle arm, right? Keep lifting the elbows up. Sit nice and tall. Big breaths here. One more big breath in, and then as you exhale, gently uncross the arms. Maybe you roll the shoulders back. Maybe you lean the head back in space. And then we'll do the other side. So taking the left arm across the body. This is enough here, but if you want a little more, you can take left hand to right shoulder, right arm up underneath, elbows stacked, lift the elbows. Right, and then maybe you stay here, or maybe you open up the arms. Maybe you wrap that hand around to grab the palm of the left hand and keep lifting the elbows up towards the sky. And keep sitting tall here. It's okay if the side is not the same as the other side. And then gently release, and then roll the shoulders back, lean the head back in space. Okay, so we've got our blankets, our pillows. If you don't have these, not a big deal. But if you've got that blanket, you want to fold it kind of long ways. We're gonna roll it up so that it's a little tube, like so, right? We're gonna bring soles of the feet together, knees apart. Take the pillows behind you. Scooch back just a little so you can see me a little better. Right, and then slide the pillows back to touch your low back. You're gonna take that blanket in front of you and rest your feet on top of the roll, right? And then just slide the rest of the blanket around and underneath your thighs, right? So your thighs are supported by that blanket, so they should feel pretty comfortable. Nothing too crazy, nothing too open through here. And then when you're ready, go ahead and lean back. Let the hands drop down to either side. Just a nice supported Supta Baddha Konasana. Those eyes rest softly in the sockets. And let that tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. And just notice the support that you feel here from the props up underneath you. Right, and if you have no props, just like this on the floor is fine. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. You're still supported by that ground beneath you. And this is one of my favorite poses. So ordinarily in one of my restorative classes, I'd have a lot of different props and we'd stay here for like 10 minutes, but that's not gonna happen on an Instagram Live, right? So feel free to return to this position whenever you'd like to. I find that it's one of the best at finding relaxation and comfort. That supported child's pose that we did earlier is also a favorite of mine, same reasons. a little harder to hold just because you're on your knees and the knees and the hips are flexed for a long time, or in flexion for a long time. But this one, if you've got that support up underneath you, feels like you're floating on a cloud for a long time. So very sustainable. And so I do invite you, after we're done here, to make your way back into this pose and spend a good 5 minutes more or so just hanging out, listening to the rain, noticing the breath as it moves through the body, and just allowing yourself to soften. So from here, we're going to roll out of this pose. Take the left hand behind the head, just cradle the back of the head and the neck. The right forearm can find the floor, like a little kickstand. And then as you exhale, we're just going to roll to that right side and up and out of the pose. So from here, we're going to move that blanket out of the way. We're going to turn the pillows the opposite direction. So they're going to go across our back instead of up and down our back. So from here, feet on the floor, you're just going to lean back, hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, and then let the head drop back into the hands. Feet stay on the floor. And then if this feels nice, you're welcome to walk the feet out long. Or again, bring soles of the feet together, knees apart. Sometimes I do this with a bolster, which is a whole lot like the pillows. Sometimes I do it with a block or even 2 blocks. I know we don't all have access to yoga props, and that's okay, but know that you can do any of these poses without props. You can do any of these poses with household items. And still get the same benefits, still feel the same sensations in the body. And this is another pose that you could return to if you had some time. This one's a little more intense. I wouldn't spend as long here as I'd spend in the last pose that we were in. Let's take 3 really big breaths in and out here. Fill it all the way up. Inhale. Big exhale. Again, big breath in. Big sigh, let it go. Again, inhale. Big exhale. And then just return to that Ujjayi breath. Just a nice, easy, even breath. We'll keep that left hand behind the head. The right forearm is going to find the floor again. And then as you exhale, we're just going to roll again to that right forearm and out of the pose. All right, last one. This is it. So we'll take that blanket again. Right, Okay, unfold it. You're going to refold it so that it's going to be another small little roll. We're going to roll it up again. This time about half the length. You could keep it rolled the way it is and just fold it in half. That's fine too. Right, that's going to go behind us. Your pillows are going to go underneath our knees this time. Right, this one's called Mountain Brook pose. So your blanket is going to go across the shoulder blades, right up underneath the armpits. I know you can see that with my baggy clothes and comfy clothes on, right? So laying on back, my blanket is right up underneath my armpits, right? And then from here, interlace the fingers behind the head and drop back. The head's gonna rest on the floor, right? You're gonna feel that heart lift up towards the sky. And you just got a natural curve to your body here, right? As your body rests on your blanket, as the legs rest on your pillows. And just notice the breath here. Moving in and out. And maybe you imagine that breath. It's kind of a to, are we still on? I don't know, maybe. As a current to this mountain brook. Right? Imagining that the blanket, the pillow's up underneath you. Or the bed of the mountain brook. Your body's the water. And that breath, as it moves through the body, takes the shape of the body moving in. And came, but in a little light rain. Imagining those drops hitting the body, creating those rings as the droplets hit the water. Maybe it's not raining on your mountain brook today. Maybe your mountain brook is somewhere sunny. And you're welcome to stay right here. Spend as much time as you like here. Or go back to one of those other poses if you liked one of the other ones. Maybe you set a timer for yourself on your phone or on your watch to stay here for about 3 to 5 more minutes, or in one of those other poses for 3 to 5 more minutes. Or maybe you're done here as I'm done. And so when you're ready, you can move one arm out long beside you as that little kickstand again. And then just roll to one side. And then make your way out of the pose.
And so that is it, my friends. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to try to figure out how to post this on my story or post it on my page for a little while. Nothing crazy, just a little bit of rainy day, hurricane yoga. Hope you guys are being safe out there. Oh my goodness, look at all of you here. Hi. Good to see you all. Thanks for being here. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Take your time. Hope this goes through, even though we had the power outage mid Mountain Brook. That is it. I will see you soon, my friends. Have a good one. Bye.